wear any Milan gear.
Yeah, of course.
But like,
man.
But bro, like if you see someone with that, you see people who go watch Habs games, Montreal versus Toronto, and they're wearing Toronto jerseys. But this is what I want to show. My North American mindset was like, okay, this guy, like, he thinks that what's gonna happen, like, if I show up with a Milan shirt. So what do I do?
Totally.
I'm showing up with my Kaká jersey, and I'm like
From
so
Montreal.
excited.
Like, don't worry about that.
But I'm like, I'm Italian. Like, you're not gonna start beef with another Italian. I'm like, I'm one of you guys, you know. And he looks at me. He's like, bro, he's like, you don't listen, man. Like, I told you can't. So he makes me change. He buys me like a 10-year-old like shirt to put over, and he's like, you're gonna wear this gray like canottiera, and you can't show up. And I had to wear a jacket. It was like 35 degrees.
Yeah, you're cooking.
So
you're sweating.
I get there, and it was just a very intense game, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are they gonna win? Are they gonna lose? And every time it was 3-2. Okay, Menez scored the winning goal in like the last minute.
Gorgeous.
And it was so funny because every time Milan scored, I wanted to celebrate, but he looked at me like, don't you dare move.
He's
don't
holding your arm. He's holding your leg. He's like,
I'm not exaggerating.
No, I know.
That was the vibe. And I'm like, this guy is like really on something, man. Like,
what's his
being
problem?
so dramatic,
Yeah.
literally. And so then in the last minute, it was 2-2. Milan scores, and it's 3-2. And I'm just like, I'm like, that's all I did. So I just kind of like winced, and I'm like, yes. I whispered a yes. But at the same time, I had this reaction. A guy, the whole game, 2 rows behind me, jumps up with his son, and they start celebrating. Like it was just stronger than them. They get up and start celebrating. The second the celebration came out, the stadium was like super quiet. The second he gets up with his son, I kid you not, 8 grown men.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't in the ultra section. These are the casual fans.
Yeah.
8 grown men get up from their seats and begin to swarm this father and son and begin to tell him, who do you think you are? What are you doing? And you call yourself Sicilian. Why are you here in our arena? What are you doing with your son? What kind of education are you giving him going for a northern team? And they just like, I was afraid they're gonna lynch him. And my friend has he's sweating for me, and he looks at me kind of like, non dire niente, don't say anything, because I'm like, do I rush in? Do I tell them I'm one of them as well? He's like, don't say anything. It's just perfectly normal. The worst they'll do is like, they won't touch the sun. And just kind of deal with it. But seeing that intensity, I guess that could be a funny negative experience.
If his son wasn't there, it might be a whole other thing.
You know what? But I'm not kidding. Can you imagine 8 grown men like with families
I can. Yeah, it's not
debts
comfortable.
and lines of credits getting up and starting a problem with it was
wow,
insane.
no,
like,
and that is again, people that haven't seen that kind of intensity, that's like the old Habs Boston kind of stuff. Like,
it's nothing like,
if you've never seen it or been involved in it or felt that energy, you
Yeah.
just don't understand. It is that intense.
Yeah.